let's have some practice on conditional sentences. So let's put number 1 for Rai, number 2 for Domenica, number 3 for Dayanis, number 4 for Rai, number 5 for Domenica, then Dayanis, then Rai, and they, Domenica. Okay, so you're going to find, for example, you are green. You're going to find the first part of this sentence. This is the main clause. You're going to have the rest of the clause, okay? So, Rai, oh, let's do something. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. And then Rai is going to tell me his 3, Domenica his 3, and Dayanis her 2. Okay? It's better. So you can check it carefully. B1 Saturday. Leo is not here. Rai is here. Diane is here. Domenica is here. I'm missing Catherine and Antonella. Give me a second. Let me take the picture of the class. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. This part. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. Are you ready or not yet?
One for me.
Okay, let's see. Rai, you get green, which is the first part of that sentence.
If you mix blue and yellow, you get green.
Okay, if you mix blue and yellow, you get green. Number 2, I'll phone you.
I think if he phones her, I'll phone you.
Let's see. Let's put like this to see if that is a real option. Okay, it might not be. Okay, I'll phone you. And the last one, I'll cycle to college.
Mm,
Remember, we have here I'd. So it should be past tense.
mhm.
Past tense in the other sentence.
If if I had more time.
If I had more time, I'd cycle to school. Domenica, your turn. She refuses to speak.
Mm, she will be really hungry.
No, because you need an if. Here, there is no if. So you need a sentence with if. If I have time, if my computer breaks again, if I had enough money,
Mm, if my if my computer breaks again,
she refuses to speak. No, actually, this is not correct. Okay, this is not correct, Ray. Try to find the real option. So here it would be if he phones her, she refuses to speak. Okay. So think about the right option. Domenica, I'll throw it in the bin. The bin is where you put the garbage. El tacho de la basura. So, if I have time, if my computer breaks again, or if I had enough money. If.
if my computer breaks again,
Mhm.
I throw it in the bin.
Yes, I'll throw it in the bin. Okay, if my computer breaks again, in this case, it's not romper, but dañarse. If my computer breaks again, I buy a new computer. Or I throw, no, If my computer breaks again, I throw it in the bin. You're right. Okay, Give me a second. Okay, and the last one. If you eat more, what is the first part of the sentence?
Wouldn't be hungry
Okay,
if
will
you eat more.
if you eat more. Good. Your pronunciation has improved. You say wouldn't. Congratulations. Not wouldn't or wouldn't, but wouldn't. You have got the pronunciation. That's excellent. Okay, Dayanis, your turn. So, I'll phone you if she knew the truth.
Um, would be really angry if
Okay,
she knew
the
the
truth.
truth.
Okay, she would be really angry if she knew the truth. And
Mm,
If I have time,
I,
I'd buy a new computer, or if I had enough money, I'd buy a new computer.
I if if I had enjoy money,
Huh?
I'd buy
I'd buy a new computer.
a new computer.
Okay. Good. Right. The one you didn't get was, if I have time, I'll fund you. Okay. Remember which is the grammar arrangement. If in present, will or won't. If in past, we use if in past, sorry, would or wouldn't. And conditional zero, if present, combination con another present. If in present, and the other one also in present. And about how to use them, remember present will want is conditional one. Unreal future or possibility for the future. The second one, conditional two. Okay, conditional two, unreal present or future. And conditional zero, that is this one. This is the conditional zero. For facts. Some things that are inevitable or things that are true. Okay, if it rains, the ground gets wet. Okay, or if it is sunny, there are no clouds in the sky. Okay, and remember that here present means simple present, present progressive, or present perfect. But if you use here present perfect, you use here present perfect. Present progressive, present progressive. Okay? Now, okay, let's do this. Let's begin with this one for Domenica. Second one for Rai. And the one for Dianis. Okay? 1 minute. Notice, I'd like to do the high jump, but I'm not very tall. If I were taller, I do the high jump. Or if I was taller, I do the high jump. Okay? I'm gonna give you, yes, 1 minute. That starts now for you to create an if clause using this information. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, Domenica, she can't study in Canada because she doesn't speak English. So we're talking about an unreal future, something that is not possible in the future. So if she let's see, what do you think? A ver, Domenica, if she studies in Canada or if she speaks English. Domenica, don't get distracted. If she studies in Canada or if she speaks English.
If she spoke English,
Mhm. If she if she spoke English,
she could
mhm,
go to study in Canada.
she could study. So remember, this is unreal. She doesn't speak English, so she's not able to study in Canada. As we have here that they are talking in present, and we look at this, unreal present. Okay. If in past, would or wouldn't. Good. Ray, I haven't got enough free time to learn to play a musical instrument. If I
had enough free time,
had enough free time,
I could learn how to play musical instrument.
I'd play how I'd learn to play a musical instrument. Okay. Okay, here we can also use the conditional here, zero. Okay. If I have enough time, I learn to play a musical instrument. But because we have present, okay, but it is unreal because here says I haven't got. So having time is something unreal. We use the first conditional. Okay, good. Damaris, I'd like to buy a laptop, but I haven't got enough money. If I
If I had enjoy money, I would buy a laptop.
had enough money, comma, I'd buy a laptop. Wait a second, because I have problems with these earphones. Nice. Again, I don't have money, so I can't buy it. As it is something, an unreal future, I use this one, okay? Or I can also use first conditional. If I have money, I'll buy a laptop, okay? Because it is possible. So I can also say, if I have money, I'll buy a laptop. It depends on the way you speak. If there is a possibility that you get the money, we use the first conditional. Okay. First, because there's a possibility. I don't have the money now, but maybe you work and you can save money. It is a possibility, it is probable. But in the case that you don't work, okay, or you work and you have a very little money from your salary, okay, so you say, if I had enough money. If you use the second conditional, people understand you don't have the possibility to get the money. And if you use conditional first, people understand that you have the possibility to get some money. Okay? So it depends on which one. Now we have how to use when and unless. Okay? It says we use when to talk about that things that happen at a particular time in the future. In this case, it is not an if clause. It's what we call a time clause. Okay? What is a time clause? It's a sentence that indicates things, and we indicate the moment when those actions happen. Okay? You use the same combination as in the if clause, but most of the times the combination you use is present plus future. Okay? If it is past tense, you use past progressive, past simple. Okay, for example, if when I get home this evening, I'll have a shower. It's not a possibility, it's for sure. Okay, cuando uso when más una acción en futuro, quiere decir que eso no es probable, sino que va a suceder. Cuando llegue a mi casa, me voy a duchar. O when we stop the class for a break, I'm going to have breakfast. Okay, or I can have a breakfast. Or I must have a breakfast, because this future, remember, this future can are will, going to, can, must, should, etc. And when we use the past tense, we can use past progressive and past simple, like I was reading the newspaper when my father got home. Okay? Or yesterday, I was working in my computer when the electricity failed. Cuando se me fue la luz. Ayer estuve sin luz casi 6 horas. Okay. Then we have the if that you already know. Okay. Because this is the conditional. The if is no problem because it gives possibility. Okay, where my first conditional, my second conditional, my third my zero conditional. And unless means if not. Instead of say, if I don't get home early, my father will ground me. To ground here is castigar. Okay? So if I say, so is my mother. Ground. Wait, my cat put my mouse out. If I don't get home early, my mother will ground me. Si no llego a casa temprano, mi mamá me va a castigar. okay? Instead of say if I don't, we said here unless. And what is that unless? Unless I get home early. And that unless, what does it mean? If I don't. So we substitute the negative form by unless, okay? Unless I get home early, comma, my mom will ground me. So how do we use unless? To substitute if and the negative, okay? Another example. She wouldn't pass the test if she didn't study much. So if I made the change, I would say she wouldn't pass the test unless she studied much. Until she studied much. Okay? So what is the unless substituting? Unless is substituting if she didn't, the negative form. This thing doesn't want to get there. Now it is. If she didn't, so I write unless and I put it in the affirmative, okay? You can use it with all the conditionals. Conditional 0, conditional 1, conditional 2. If I don't have time, I can't tidy up my room. So I say, okay, unless I have time. And notice, we always use unless in the if sentence, never in the other sentence, okay? So the unless is used only in the if sentence. Only in the if sentence, I can use unless. In the other sentence, if I don't get home early, unless my mom, no. Unless she wouldn't pass the test if she didn't study. No, you can only use unless in the if sentence, okay? Do you have any question up to now about when, if, and unless? Domenica, it's okay. Dianis, it's okay.
Yes, it's okay.
Right? No problem?
No problem.
Okay, so let's do this. Okay. So let's begin here with Dianis. Number 2 for Domenica. Number 3 for Rai. Number 4 again, Dianis. Domenica. Rai. And notice, you are not feeling better tomorrow, you should go to the doctor. Here I write if, because I cannot say, if you are not feeling better tomorrow, you should go to the doctor. When you are not feeling well tomorrow, no, impossible. unless you are not. And no, here is the negative. So the only option is if. Okay. If you are not feeling better tomorrow, you should go to the doctor. I'll watch some TV. I get home tonight. Okay, I'll watch some TV unless I get home. No. I watch some TV if I get home. Can be, but no. So we use when. I watch some TV when I get home tonight. So just at the moment you get home, you sit down and watch TV. Okay. Miss, can I use if? I watch some TV if I get home tonight? Yes. Okay. So please, you have again 1 minute to think about it. Your minute starts now. 1 minute. Remember, try to use if, yes, I know. You must use if, when, or unless. And remember that unless means if not. Let me copy what we are doing today for the record while you think about the answer. Okay, are you ready? Dianis, unless you take me to the station, if you take me to the station, or when you take me to the station, or unless you take me to the station.
If you don't take.
But when you use if in negative, what do we use?
Unless.
Okay, because remember, if negative is unless. But you got the idea. If you don't take me, unless you take me. Domenica, we will for the exam, we revise. Remember, revise means repasar, not revisar. Okay, we'll for the exam. If we revise, wait. If we revise, when we revise, or unless we revise. Remember, unless means if not, if we don't revise. But we don't have the don't.
If.
Unless. If we don't revise. Okay, so nos ponemos if don't, if we don't revise, sino que usamos unless, que ya tiene esa idea de negación. Nos van a raspar el examen a menos que o si no repasamos. Ok, si no repasamos, unless we revise. Ok. Right. We hurry, we'll get there in time. When we hurry, unless we hurry, or if we hurry.
If we hurry, we'll get there in time.
If we hurry, si nos apuramos. Si nos apuramos, llegaremos a tiempo. Miss, unless we hurry. No. If we say, unless we hurry, we won't get. Si no nos apuramos, no vamos a llegar. But here, or when we hurry, we'll get in time. Cuando nos apuramos, llegaremos a tiempo. No. So it is if. If we hurry, we'll get there in time. Dianis, let's watch the film, the late film. Late film es la última película que transmiten por la televisión. Let's watch the late film. You are not too tired to watch anything. So it's negative immediately, not unless. No vamos a usar unless porque ya ahí está la forma negativa. So,
If you are not too,
if you are not too tired to watch anything. Let's watch the late film. If you are not too tired to watch anything. If. Good. Domenica, in the UK, you can drive, you are over 16. When, unless, or if?
if,
No. Oh, yes, you can say if. Sorry, my mistake. In the UK, you can drive if you are over 16. Tú no puedes manejar si tienes más de 16 años. So it can be unless or when. Which one do you think?
unless,
You can drive unless you are over 16. You can drive if you aren't over 16. Okay, si no tengo 10, si no estoy por encima de 16 años, no puedo manejar. Okay, nice. Right, I'm sad I usually talk to my friends.
When I'm sad, I usually talk to my friends.
Yes, when I'm sad, I usually talk to my friends. So let's practice this unless, if, and when. Let me check if I have exercises in the workbook or if I need to find exercises in the net. Okay, let me check. Workbook. I have the workbook, you don't have the workbook. So I can't, here it is, nice. I have, yes, this is enough. I think this is enough for practicing so I don't have to get anything at the internet. Let me share with you. So here we have when, if, when, or unless. When, if, and unless, okay? So let me copy here. Who is going to do what? In this case, we start with Ray. Ray for number 1. Let me put it smaller. Okay. Ray for number 1. Diane is for number 2. Oh no, I'm going to put it better at the end. It is easier. So, Ray, Domenica, Dianis, Domenica, right. For example, I'd be a volunteer, I leave school. At the moment, I leave school, so here it would be when, okay? So here I write, when I leave school. It's a definite moment to do in the first action. You won't become famous. A lot of people see your video. If a lot of people, you won't become famous if a lot of people don't see your videos. Okay, si mucha gente no ve tus videos. So here is unless, because it's a negative sentence. Okay, so again, 1 minute for you to do your 2 sentences. Okay, your minute starts now. In the meantime, I keep on writing this. Yeah, they need this report by no time. Okay, ready? So, right, I've lost my phone. Anyone finds it, please put it on my desk. When anyone finds it, if anyone finds it, or unless anyone finds it.
If anyone finds it.
Okay, nice. If anyone finds it, please put it on my desk. We set up the YouTube channel. We started selling our products. When we started, if we started, or
When we
unless we started. Hmm?
When
When
we start.
when we started, because it's a definite moment. En el momento que comiencen a vender los productos, ponen en el canal de YouTube. Domenica, I wouldn't have a dog as a pet if I had a garden, unless I had a garden, when I had a garden.
Unless.
Mhm. Unless I have a garden. Domenica, she will be worried about you. You phone her to say where you are. When you phone her, she will be worried when you phone her, if you phone her, or unless you phone her.
When?
No. if you don't phone her. She will be worried about you if you don't phone her. Ella se va a preocupar por ti si no la llamas para decir dónde está. So if it is si no la llamas, unless you phone her. You phone her. Okay? So Damaris, I'd sleep all morning on Saturday. I didn't have an interview at 9 o'clock. So it's negative. Automatically, you eliminate unless. I have if or when. Which one is correct?
If.
If. Lucas always checks his blog. He gets up in the morning. Okay, so unless she gets up in the mornings, if he doesn't get up, no, impossible. ¿Cómo chequea su blog si no se levanta? So it is not unless. So we have when or if.
When.
When, because it's a determinate moment. Es el momento en el que él se levanta. Nice. Beginning and endings of sentences and complete them with if, when, or unless. So this is Domenica, this is Rai, this is Dianis, again, Domenica, Rai, and Dianis. How is this? You shouldn't put their photos in your blog. Okay. You shouldn't put your photos in your blog if they don't give permission. Okay, si no les dan permiso, so it is unless they give permission. We'll be happy to see you. He gets to the airport. You're very confident. It's an emergency. Your train's late. The price is reduced. Well, okay, well, happy to see you. If you come to London next week, when you come to London next week, here is next week. So we use when we have the moment. So it is here. We'll be happy to see you when you come to London next week. Why? Because this is a determinate time. And when we have a determinate time, we use when. Okay? So 1 minute. Think which one are you going to match? Think. It is not the one that. Let me check something. Something sounded like falling downstairs. So I'm gonna check what it is because everybody else is sleeping. One of the cats threw some things that were on the stairs, so it jumped, she jumped and threw everything down the stairs. The yellow cat, that is the crazy cat, because the gray one is quieter. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Yes or no? Domenica, Dayani, right? Are you ready? Not yet? Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry. Take your time. Ready? Okay. Domenica,
Yep.
I'll wait for you in a cafe.
Your train is late.
But if your train is late, unless your train's late or when, if your train is late. We don't use when because there is no definite time. Okay? We cannot say unless, but we'll wait for you to in a cafe. If your train isn't late, it makes no sense. So it is if. Nice. Domenica, we only follow famous people online when they give interesting advice, unless they give interesting advice, or if they give interesting advice. No?
Yeah.
If they give interesting advice. Because you say, unless, if they don't give, no. ¿Cómo lo sigo si no dice nada interesante? When they give interesting advice, no tengo el tiempo. O sea, no tengo ninguna palabra que me indique tiempo. ¿Qué me queda? If. Okay. I won't buy those trousers. I won't buy those trousers.
I won't buy those trousers unless the price is reduced.
Reduced. Okay,
Right.
Okay. We won't buy those trousers unless the price is reduced. Nice. Right. I don't usually lend money to friends.
Unless it's an emergency.
Unless it is an emergency. I do the same. I never lend money to my friends unless it is an emergency or unless it's a good friend of mine. He'll need to check in.
When he gets to the airport.
When he gets to the airport. A definite moment. ¿Cuál es el momento? El momento en que llega al aeropuerto. Okay. So we have 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which one is missing? ¿Cuál falta?
It's hard.
It's hard to speak in front a lot of people. If you are very confident, unless you are very confident, on where you are very confident.
Unless
Unless you are very confident. if you are not very confident. Unless you are very confident. Okay, nice. Now, here it is another thing. Do you think you need a little bit more practice with unless, when, and if? ¿Creen que necesitan por lo menos un ejercicio más? Para estar bien seguros de que lo hacen. Ok. Vamos a buscar entonces. Give me a second. ¿Tú te lo llevaste? Unless, if. Unless, if or unless. Most of them are if and unless. I found, get off. Bájate. Fuera. My dog is grounded. Okay, first conditional, rewrite the sentences using unless. And this is nice. Okay. Okay. Let me share. This is nice because this is one similar to what you find in the use of English part of the final test. Okay? So I will take you with me. I can. I know we have weather. Well, if or unless, right? I'll take you with me. If I can, unless I can't. Whether significa sí o no. If I can, okay. If I can, good. Dianis, I'll take you with me. I have permission or not. Here is weather, and you don't know weather. Weather? Yeah. Okay, but this is something you don't know. Weather significa sí o no. ¿Te llevo conmigo? Tenga permiso o no. Whether I have permission or not. Okay. So the last one, Diane, is I will not go. I can take you with me. If I can take you, unless I can take you.
If.
No.
Unless.
Unless. Okay, I will not go if I can't take you with me. Yo no voy si no te puedo llevar conmigo, si no vas conmigo. Okay, si no, unless. Okay. If you want to work in some countries, you need a visa. You cannot work in some countries, you have a visa. So, if, when, or unless. A ver, Domenica, what do you think? ¿Por quién votas, Domenica? If or unless? Domenica, ¿por cuál votas?
If.
Unless, si no tienes visa. Right, if you want to drive a car, you need a license. You cannot drive a car
unless you
unless. Unless, if you don't have a license. Dianis, only girl can use this changing room. You can only use this changing room if you are a girl or unless you are a girl. Dianis?
Um, if
Yes. Domenica, you can only play chess. There are two players. You can't play chess unless there are two players. You can only play chess. So if it is not unless, it is
if
yes, right. We can only go out later if we finish our work. We can't go out later unless, because it's negative. No podemos salir más tarde y si no terminamos nuestro trabajo. Okay, good. Dayanis, she won't come if you don't ask her. She won't come if don't.
unless
Unless. Domenica, I won't speak to you unless you apologize. I will only speak to you, you apologize. I will only speak to you, you apologize. Unless you apologize or if you apologize. If, because apologize is affirmative. Right, I can go out at the weekend. I finish my work. If I finish my work, I can go out at the weekend. I can't go out of the weekend if I finish, unless I finish.
Unless.
Unless I finish. Good. Second one. Okay. Oh no, this is only different. Let me get this is no, it's wrong graded. Okay, let's do this quiz. And this is unless. We don't have any when. Well, no problem, because the most difficult to use is if and unless. Okay, Domenica, you are caught drinking and driving, you will lose your license, if or unless.
if
If. Right. You stop smoking, you'll be seriously ill. If or unless.
If.
Dayanis, I won't be able to do it if you help me, unless you help me, or I can use if and unless. Puedo usar cualquiera de las dos. What do you think?
unless
Unless you help me. Right. You stop making that noise, I'll call the police.
Unless.
Unless. Domenica, you are late, I live without you.
if
Mm-hmm. Dayanis, he gets cuffed, atrapado. He'll made a fortune. Unless. Right? He gets cuffed, he'll go to jail.
If.
If he gets caught, he'll go to jail.
What is the
Domenica,
meaning of caught?
caught, gets caught, atraparlo.
Ah,
To
okay.
get caught. That is a phrasal, a collocation with get or a phrasal verbs. Si lo atrapan, si es atrapado, si lo agarran, he'll make a fortune or he'll go to jail. Okay. Domenica, I won't do it. You agree to help me. I'm not doing it alone. If you agree to help me or unless you help me. Unless you agree to help me. Dayanis, she pays up, we're going to be in real trouble. Pay up, pagar lo que se debe.
Unless.
Okay? Pay up is another collocation, phrasal verb. Pay up means pagar un dinero que uno debe. No solo pagar, sino pagar un dinero que se debe. Okay, right. If we get the check today, we must bank it.
If.
The check is the same as, this is British English. American English is CK, check, un cheque. Bank means procesar en el banco. Either cash it or deposit it, okay? When you say, when I get my salary, I always bank it, okay? Oh, yes, when somebody pays me in cash, I bank it. I bank the cash. It means I go to the bank and I deposit it. Okay. Or if I get a check, I bank it. It means that if it is a check and I can cash it, cambiarlo en efectivo, I go and I cash it. If I don't want to get the money, I deposit it. That's the meaning of the verb to bank. Hacer transacciones bancarias. Okay. Next, Domenica, she'll never agree to that. You accept her suggestions.
Unless.
Dayanis, they are late again. I'll be furious. If. Try, I don't want to go out. It's raining. I hate getting wet.
If.
Okay, and finally, Domenica will be in trouble. It goes wrong. To go wrong, si las cosas van mal.
If
it goes wrong. Okay, 92%. Okay. 13 over 14. The guessing you got wrong, que equivocarse, get wrong, que equivocarse was, okay, unless you stop smoking, you'll be seriously ill. You say, if you stop smoking. Si dejas de fumar, te enfermas. No. Si no dejas de fumar, te enfermarás. Seriamente. Ok, entonces aquí no es if, sino unless. Okay. So it is 10:20. We usually take the break 20, 21. Yes. 5, 10, 15, 20. Nos vemos a 20 para las 10. Okay.